Welcome to World Economic Insight, where we uncover the stories driving economic change across the globe and explore their impact on countries worldwide. Let's dive into today's topic. Today, we're looking back at the COP16 meeting, which took place in November 2024 in Cali, Colombia. This global climate summit marked a pivotal moment in the fight against climate change, bringing together leaders, scientists, activists, and businesses to address escalating environmental challenges. As the first major UN climate conference held in Latin America in over a decade, COP16 highlighted both the region's vast environmental wealth and its acute vulnerabilities. One of the most notable achievements of the conference was a regional agreement to combat deforestation in the Amazon. Colombia, alongside Brazil, Peru, and Ecuador, pledged to reduce deforestation rates by 40% by 2030. This commitment was supported by an influx of $1.5 billion in the international funding for reforestation and biodiversity conservation projects. The preservation of the Amazon, often called the lungs of the earth, was central to discussions, with delegates emphasizing its critical role in mitigating climate change. Climate finance was another major focus, and COP16 delivered a long-awaited breakthrough. Developed nations recommitted to fulfilling the $100 billion annual climate finance target, which has remained unmet for years. Colombia took this momentum further, successfully launching a $3 billion regional climate fund. This initiative is set to support climate adaptation projects, renewable energy expansion, and disaster response efforts across Latin America, providing much-needed resources for the region. The summit also underscored the region's immense potential for renewable energy. Colombia announced plans to generate 50% of its electricity from renewable sources by 2035, a significant leap from its current 12%. This ambitious goal is part of a broader shift seen across the region, with countries like Chile and Mexico also unveiling major clean energy projects. These initiatives are critical to meeting the global net zero targets and reducing dependence on fossil fuels. COP16 brought much-needed attention to the issue of climate-induced migration, which has displaced over 17 million people in Latin America over the past decade alone. Delegates adopted a groundbreaking framework to address the crisis, making the first time such measures were formally included in a COP agreement. The framework aims to provide financial aid and resettlement options for communities affected by rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and agricultural disruptions. Indigenous communities played a central role in the conference, with their voices and traditional knowledge shaping many of the discussions. A resolution was passed to strengthen protections for indigenous lands, acknowledging their vital role in conserving biodiversity and fighting deforestation. Indigenous leaders came from across the region for increased recognition of their contributions and for more robust safeguards against encroachment on their territories. In 2024 alone, climate-related disasters caused over $40 billion in damages across Latin America, underscoring the urgency of the issues discussed in Cali. The city itself served as a reminder of the stakes, with nearby coffee-growing regions facing unpredictable weather patterns and frequent flash floods, displacing thousands of families. COP16 highlighted these challenges while offering hope through actionable commitments and renewed global attention. However, the conference was not without its critics. While the agreements reached were significant, some argued that they lacked enforceable mechanisms to ensure compliance. Others expressed concern that powerful industries, such as fossil fuels and agribusiness, could still undermine progress. COP16 will likely be remembered as a key milestone in the global effort to combat climate change. The commitments were made in Cali, representing meaningful progress, but their ultimate impact will depend on how effectively they are implemented in the years to come. The momentum generated at this conference offers hope, but the question remains, will it lead to lasting change or fade as the priorities emerge? Thanks for tuning in today. Stay with us for more reflections on the events shaping our global planet and what they mean for the future.